Hi, fire signs. Welcome in and welcome back. If you are returning back, my name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, look, just a side note real quick. The earth sign reading is very staticky. We had the tower that came out in that reading as well, and alteration of things going on there in the actual reading. So when I went back to watch the reading, well, when God speaks, he don't lie. He stated something was being alterated and some things were. It's very staticky, but it's a very important message if you can handle listening through the staticky stuff. People are trying to alterate things, as we know, on this tower because they're guilty for some stuff. And so anyway, you might want to just, take a few minutes to watch the reading anyway. All right, fire signs, let's see what's going on with you. If you are new, my channel is very intense. We don't hold back here. The Most High God gets full reign here. I love Word of Elohim. I fear him and revere him. And he will get up and fight for you and I. And so, if you care about your maker, then you'll want to stay here and see what's going on around you, because he will protect you in ways that you've never thought he could ever. I mean, he obviously can do anything and nothing's too difficult for him, but he'll bring you through some things that maybe have even seemed impossible for you, and you'll learn how to fear and revere him. Okay, and if you do, then you do. Thanks for being that way in the earth and being truthful and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, my channel's a little different, and so it's very intense. I'm known to be sharp at times and all that kind of stuff. If you're supposed to be here, then you will be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, fire signs. Let's see what's going on here with you all. We have something about some hidden money going to be found in the next 24 hours. So that's positive, especially people are doing stuff with people's money and doing some nonsense out here and hiding things and alterating things, and things that are rightfully yours needs to be yours, right? You have the foe. This card says somebody's losing their credibility. Well, that earth reading had some real nasty stuff there, and people doing some demonic stuff for no reason. There's death. People have croaked, and a lot of people have croaked. You deal with a false energy of false prophet people. There's a group here willing to jump around information and lie and do some nonsense or even murder, because it was all over that reading. Okay, and somebody losing their credibility because somebody's learning some information out here. You have the mature man, and you have the ring. And the ring goes back to some type of a contract, or there is a marriage situation that's going on. It says that these are the things that you shall do, God says, to speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Not lying. You got a bunch of people out here. At least, if there's 11 or more people, then 11 or more people out here. There's just a group of people that are willing to jump around information and freaking open their mouth and lie, I guess. Unacceptable. But these are the things that you shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, and execute judgment of the truth and peace in your gates. Let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor, and love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, saith Jehovah. And you get something about a marital situation. So somebody married and falsely oathed around something, then so be it. It's suggesting a feminine energy or something about somebody's clothing and is out here attached to a matter. Let's let this unfold. You have the dark night of the soul. You're protected if you're found in him. Jehovah says there's no protection outside the Most High God. Secrets have been out here. You have throw fear, something around a river energy, or throwing the finger to walk a direction, how to live. This is prophet energy as well. And the other day when we had the church come out, we had that iron that was there, which represents spiritually people being seared, and it came out with this group of frogs. And I just had 2 Hierophant cards come out in the earth reading, which go back to preacher type energies. And we do have organization that's doing some backwards children sacrifices. It was all over the place. Children came out in many different ways in that reading. Increase and promotion. Hidden money is going to be found here. And you got 24 hours to make something right. Well, we got thievery. We got people alterating things on towers. Okay, there is an ending, and God's gonna get up and avenge on some stuff, folks. If you don't make some things right, you're in big trouble. You don't have no right to take things that are not yours. You found something, then you're lying about it and everything else. And people they're fools out here. Mosai said that fools will divide the spoil among themselves. They've made false oaths out here in a really bad way. Secrets. But God will protect his own all day long. They're in fear. I guarantee they are. They know they don't have a leg to stand on with God. He hates this kind of nonsense. We got liars out here. Show me fire energy. A bunch of fire came out in the earth reading as well. Secrets. High priestess also could be the preacher's wife. It's the counterpart to the Hierophant as well. If you're upright with this, then there's sacred knowledge, and God's going to protect this because this goes back to his people. The house of Jacob is here, and he says, you don't touch my people, period. And so you doing some crazy nonsense, jumping around and doing some stuff and thieving on them, you're going to lose your credibility out here. There's the Queen of Wands. She was also in the earth reading. She came out real strong yesterday in the reverse. So those of you in the upright, you're in the upright. Spiritual energy stuff. There's a preacher's wife out here, then there is one. Okay. And there's this mature man is the preacher energy, then so be it. But, whatever that is, there was attacking in that earth reading as well. Again, because there's secrets out here. Somebody's also a different gender. And I guess if that's a mature man, because, fire goes back to, masculine energy, even it's showing up in a feminine form here. So if this is what's showing, somebody's a cross-dresser out here, and whoever the mature man is really a woman or a woman, something like this, or really they're a man, they wear a dress, something like that's out here. Something like that's out here, whatever that is. That ain't gonna be for everybody, but it's showing itself to me. We have the knight in shining armor out here. All right, well, anyway. We also have the hermit. So somebody's house is out here, either functional or it's got cracks. Somebody's house does have cracks. Either you're protected or you're going through the dark night of the soul, or you're being warned you got 24 hours to make something right. The clock tower was there, in which looks like a grandfather clock. So there, and we're looking at the next 24 hours. And there's been secrets out here with people finding some money. It is not yours, and you're going to have a curse go to your house. It's going to abide there, and you're going to wish to God Almighty you kept your freaking fingers off of something that belongs to somebody else. My prayer is if you don't give it back, that you will have fingers amputated. You will never be able to type or tickety-tack on the tower and do IT work. You will never be able to wipe your butthole ever again, and people will be sitting there and having to look at you and go, what happened to your hands? And there be a perplexity and an embarrassment on you because you'll have to say, well, I was a thief and God took my fingers off of me. It ain't yours. There's the little magician right there. We have a little charmer. You ain't that charming. You're a filth. Somebody's father, Abba, is out here. So a mature man is out here. So if this is your daughter, attached something going on around something, somebody's losing credibility. And I guess people are going to see what and who you are. You ain't that charming. You're in some type of magic, and you're in some type of child sacrificing, and God called it murder, and he says, I'm going to avenge for it in the earth reading. And boy, did he bring it out. Somebody going to go to jail. Eight of Swords is out here. The letter O is out here. So you could be from an O state. Somebody's name could begin with the O. A business could be out here. You also have the letter B, and we have the letter T, and we have the letter A, and we could pull the pictograph of the J. You have a couple of A connections actually showing itself out here, but this is money and stuff. Again, it's not yours. It shows you're going to lose your credibility on it. So I guess you go ahead and you think you're just all skilled out here to alterate things, and God says you're losing your credibility. People are going to know about you, people. God's saying so. So these little secrets are going to come out. You either do what's right or let God embarrass you, because he brought out the word embarrassment to his enemies. So whatever you got to do, you better get it right now. So the word pride, conceit came out. Now my hands find another card that says high pride. Well, anyway, you go ahead and be high and prideful. Georgia is also out here. You could be from Georgia as well. The G and the A also make the word guy, which is also a twisted rope, can represent that as well. There's an unpredictable factor. What are you going to do? You're going to do what's right, or you're going to be embarrassed, because either way, God's going to get up and get some vengeance on something. It's showing somebody losing their credibility regardless. Artificial intelligence is out here. It's ridiculous. People altering things on tower. That card was there in the earth reading because they don't want to get away. They want to get away and protect something that they've done out here. It says, surely the serpent will bite without an enchantment. You got a little charmer out here. They don't give a rip. Somebody's just like, I don't care. I don't care. Well, God cares. God says there's an ending to this nonsense. King Solomon says that surely the serpent will bite without enchantment, and a babbler is no better. The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will just swallow up himself. We got somebody just up in here. They're all prideful. Hey, look at all my credentials. Look what I can do. Look at how froggish I am. I can just bounce around, do whatever, and you ain't nothing out here. You're nothing out here. Whoever's going to get up in here and do the right thing, God says he's going to protect you. He says that the words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. The beginning of his words of his mouth are just foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. You do have mad people out here. They're crazy. They're willing to jump around and lie about everything. Ain't God's way. Somebody connected with the foster care energy is out here. Whether you're upright or not, it's a clue to something. They got secrets around something, or the kids do. If they're teenagers, I don't know. Obviously, somebody probably does foster care, and then they do sacrificing off of it, if that's what's going on, if that's what God's revealing, because of all that child sacrificing that just came out in the earth reading. And that's sad that people are using children in foster care and then sacrificing them. Really? That's nasty, folks. Says to ascribe ye strength unto Elohim, or God. His excellency is over Yisrael, and his strength is in the clouds. Thank you, Jehovah. This is the house of Israel. The house of Jacob is what it represents. Somebody's dad is written here. The DA is here, but ran back into itself. His dad ran back to itself. And so it's right here. It's definitely out here. And something about I will face the mirror. Well, somebody needs to face the mirror. Somebody's got some information out here, folks. If you don't do it, God's still going to say something's going to come out. Either you're going to lose your credibility, but you're going to do it by coming clean and letting God rebuild and give you grace, or you're going to sit here and be a froggish piece of disgrace and have cracks in your house, and God's still going to allow you to lose your credibility, but there will not be no grace for you afterwards. You'll just be looking embarrassed and looking like a crazy because you thought your pride, conceit, and ego was going to find a way out of it. It's never going to find a way out of whatever you're going through in these secrets in the next 24 hours. You will only be protected if you're going to speak the truth in a matter and bring it out. Some people need to rag out a whole group of people that's being crazy out here, and they need to go to jail. They need to freaking go to jail for some stuff that they're doing on people's technology. They don't have a right. This Eight of Swords, if somebody will get up and take the initiative and run free, other people will follow you. If you see this is like, I'm just going to do it, and other people are running after the situation as well, if you'll just get up and do the right thing, God will protect in a situation and give you some grace. Otherwise, I mean, God's saying it's over regardless. So are you going to have it over and find grace? Or are you going to be sitting up in here with a disgrace? I don't really know. But somebody is losing their credibility, whether you're going to find grace in it or not and rebuild or not. God's saying something over. You got 24 hours to get it right. Shalom.